Hello everyone and welcome to Round Glass Living. My name is Chong and welcome to today's shamanic journey on awakening creativity. So creativity is an interesting topic because we often have this perception of creativity as this very cerebral experience. So let's say you're an advertising professional. I have friends who are in advertising and they're always trying to think of new slogans and ideas. Or if you're a painter or an artist, right? You're looking for the next big inspiration to come through so that you can draw it out, or if you're a performing artist or what have you. But even if you are someone who, let's say, has a little bit more of a mathematical job like a banker or an investment person, you still have to use your creativity. And the yogis talk about creativity not as a cerebral thing, but as an energetic experience that happens in the second chakra, which is located around the sacral area and the womb area. And the sacral chakra is this energy of water, and it is responsible and associated with the sex organs. So you can say that the sexual life force energy is part and parcel of our creativity. And without this charge that's coming from down in the pelvic region, that is very physically based, then we cannot have this creative expression that we're longing to if we're trying to paint or create or do something with a project. Think outside the box, right? Thinking has to be embodied through a felt sense in here. And so for today's little journey, we're going to access our pelvis through a breath of fire and do a little bit of movement before we feel into the creative flow. So what we're looking for is this sense of, oh yeah, not just my head is in the flow of creativity, but my whole body feels like it can carry the energy of creativity into some sort of action. So the breath of fire, those who cannot do it will be people who are pregnant because there's some squeezing in the belly. Also, if you're experiencing any high or low blood pressure, it might pressurize the head or the heart. If you, let's say, also have any issues with glaucoma or any sort of head pressure stuff, if you have a migraine, or if you're doing the breath of fire and it just doesn't feel quite right, then don't do what I'm doing with my loud, exaggerated breath. Do something a bit softer and intuitively feel into a simpler breath that could just take you through the movements. All right, so if you're ready, let's come up to a kneeling position and we'll close our eyes just to tune into our breaths. Take a deep breath into the nose. Exhale, sigh through the mouth. 2 more breaths. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. 1 more breath to arrive into this very present moment. Inhaling. And exhale. When you are ready, take your hands into a downward pointing triangle position, just right where the hip bones meet the legs, and we will feel into the belly. So this downward triangle is this connection into the feminine, the connection to the earth, the water. So right over your womb space, take a deep breath into the nose, exhale through the nose, and even if you're male, you have an ethereal cosmic womb, right? So inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Now, we will do a short, sharp sneeze through the nose. It goes like this, and then, or rather sneeze it out. So it's like you're blowing your nose and the belly pierces inwards. So it's a sniff in and a sneeze out. The belly pops out on the sniff and it pushes inwards on the sneeze. So that's the slow version. The quick version looks like this. So as you see, there is a bit of pumping that's happening. If that feels uncomfortable, also people with abdominal surgeries, be careful with that. So when you're ready, let's practice that breath in an all fours position. So you might need to cushion up underneath your knees or put a yoga mat underneath. And some of you already know this movement. It's just a cat and a cow. So drop your belly, lift the chest, and then round your back like a cat. So the arms are very, very straight. The spine is moving. So we look forward, drop the belly, and then we round the back like an angry cat. Then we look at the tummy. Now, the sniff happens in this movement. This is called cow. And the sneeze happens in this movement, which we call cat. So it sounds like this. All right, we have about 2 minutes of this movement, ideally with the eyes closed. Here we go. So you pretty much have the rhythm of the breath. You don't have to be going at the speed that I'm going. If you have a little bit more energy within you today, you can go a little bit quicker. If you need to do something slower, be my guest. Please take care of yourselves. The whole purpose of today is to access creativity from a more embodied point of view. So I invite you to bring your awareness to your pelvis. So right at the base of your pelvis, we have the perineum. So as you're moving, try to feel the pubic bone and the tailbone swinging, like on a swing, like a kid's swing or a pendulum. It's going backwards and out, and then forwards and down. And accentuate this pelvic swing. And almost feel like every time it's swinging, it's carrying more of this creative charge, the sexual life force energy at the base of the spine, up through the navel, up into the solar plexus region, into the heart, the neck, through the brainstem, and charging into the center of the brain. Keep your breath of fire. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the belly, lift the chest, inhale. And then exhale, round your back into the cat. Come back to a neutral spine, and then sit back into a child's pose. So the knees are wide, the big toes are touching, and then reach the arms forward, bow your head down. Take slow, deep breaths in and out in the child's pose. Feel into the echo of all this energy you've just been cultivating from the pelvis. Now, slowly come up, step your right foot forward. So you're in a lunge shape. Prop up onto your fingers, so like you're making a little stand out of your fingers or tented fingers, and we start to pulse the hips forward. So open up the top of the left hip. Those are your hip flexors, the muscles at the top of the thigh. And it's an exhale when you thrust the hips down, and an inhale to back the hips up. Very simple movement. Exhale forward, inhale back. That's it. You got it. So it's an exhale as you thrust forward, inhale when you thrust back. And all we're doing is trying to open up any adhesions in the hips so that we can access more of the second chakra creative energy. We're just doing this for another 30 seconds. Keep it with the breath of fire. It's an inhale and exhale. Make it dynamic if that's in your capacity today. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press the hip forward, hold it there. Let's take a full breath in through the nose. Exhale, sinking a little deeper for 1. Inhale. Exhale, sinking deeper for 2. 1 more deep breath in, and deep breath out for 3. Okay, slowly step your right leg back, and right away we switch to the other side. So the left leg is now forward. And here we go. thrusting into the right hip, just for 1 minute. You know what to do with the breath. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, hips forward. You can even follow the drum beats. That's it. If the fingers hurt, you can go on your knuckles or flat on your palms. Keep on going. You're halfway there. Tapping into this energy of water, this energy of creativity down at the second chakra, breaking up anything in the physical hip that is impeding the flow of creativity. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the hip forward and down. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sinking a bit deeper. Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. One more time, please. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly release and let that go. Okay, one more thing here. We will sit in a butterfly position like this. So the soles of the feet are together, the knees are apart. This next movement is quite dynamic. You will take your thumbs and your index fingers and make what is called a temple mudra or Kali mudra and reach the arms forward. Okay, from here, you will lift the arms overhead and then close the legs together. And on the exhale, your knees will go out to the sides and your pointer fingers will go down into the earth. So we go, inhale, arms go overhead, squeeze the legs together, and on the exhale, point everything down. So here we go with the breath of fire. We're just doing this for about 60 to 90 seconds. This can get quite tiring. We're toning the inner hip. So it's almost like a clamp energy that is lifting all this perineal, sacral force, life force, sexual life force energy up through the spine. So it's gonna get quite hot in the inner groin. Here we go, you ready? You can lift your arms as high as makes sense for you. I'm not lifting them so high because my arms are going to cut out of the frame, but you can lift them all the way up past your head. Inhale, when the arms go up. Exhale, arms go down. More seconds, stay with me. Remember, you don't have to go as fast as me, just go at your own capacity. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open the legs out to the sides, raise the arms overhead, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, let everything go. Let your hands fall down by your sides. Take a moment with your eyes closed just to sense into all this heat that you've created through your groin area, your inner thighs. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh through the mouth. Last 2. Inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. And now, when you feel ready, please just simply cross your legs in a simple seat, one shin over the other. Make like a letter X. Your favorite shin can go in front. And your arms are very supple. They're just dangling on your legs. Now, exhale, lean the body forward. Inhale, start to trace a circle behind you to the left and then forward again. So you're tracing a circle clockwise. Exhale on the lean forward. Inhale on the lean backwards. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Eyes are closed. Feel into this circle. This is the circle of creativity. It is the spiral. The spiral is the shape of how movement of energy happens in nature. Everything spirals in nature. The spine spirals in nature. Petals on flowers spiral out. You look at roses, seashells, the Milky Way, everything is spiraling in this golden ratio. It's mathematical, it's divinely proportioned, everything is perfect in the spiral. So feel into the sacred energy of the spiral right now. Marry the sacred spiral with all the heat that you just built up with the breath in the pelvis, and take this spiral up. As you continue to spiral and breathe, remember it's an inhale to go backwards, exhale to go forwards. You will all be moving at different speeds and tempos, slow, medium, fast. Everything in between is permissible. You can allow the head and neck to soften and intuitively move with the spiral in its own expression. The arms might even start to fall off to the floor. Whatever feels completely aligned for you to be in a state of flow, of creative flow. Now, while you continue to breathe and spiral, I invite you to bring into mind something that you were looking to be more creative in. Whatever that is, the first thing that comes to mind. It might not even be something you thought of. It could be becoming more relationship creative in the things that you do for dates. That could be something that came out of the left field. Or it could be an actual project you're working on. It could be something that needs a little bit outside of the box, whatever it is. Something that comes right now to the forefront of your mind. See it? Feel it? Now, you probably have certain preconceived notions about how it should be done, what must be done, something that's logical. So see the logical steps of what it is that you have formed in your mind about what should be. You might see it on a graph or on an ascending linear staircase, some sort of visual of something that represents this linear way of seeing the issue at hand. Now, on your next out breath, I want you to release that linearness of whatever you're seeing. Break it up. And on the in-breath, invite in a new way, a way that has not yet been done, not yet been experienced yet, maybe not even known to you. You may not know it right away. That's okay. Be patient. Keep spiraling. Magnify the breath. Make it more and more real. And invite an out-of-boxness to the breath. Hear the breath. And let the spiral and the breath and all the sensation of creative life force in the hips bring a new way, a new solution, new inspiration. That's it. Keep spiraling, keep breathing, keep allowing. Don't try to understand or try to fixate on logical. Let the irrational, the illogical, the magical, let that come forth right now through the breath, through the spiral. Last minute here, keep breathing, keep going. Keep inviting, Keep sensing. Feel into all of this life force energy that is rising up very creatively from the base of the spine, through the rest of the spine, the neck, the center of the brain, illuminating your brain centers. We're going outside of the linear. We're not trying to know from the mind, but we're trying to know from a deep felt experience of the body, allowing the body to reveal a new way, a more felt way into your creative potential. I'm going to count from 11 to 1. When I get to 1, you will arrive in stillness. So however big your spiral is, you will diminish the size of it in your own time, in your own way. In 11 counts, here we go. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arriving into stillness. Allow your hands to be very placid to receive. I invite you to hold on to the vision of whatever it is that you are seeing. If you're not seeing something, then hold on to the feeling of whatever you're feeling, or whatever it is that you are sensing. And all that is creative, potentially creative and expansive for that which you long for in the present moment, we invite that right now to come fully through your heart, through your breath, through your mind, all around your space. Feel it trickle out from your skin, oozing creativity. It's there. It's always there. Breathe 5 breaths into that. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it. Anchoring that creative force in and out through the nose, out through the mouth. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Full breath in. And full breath out. Blinking the eyes open. And taking in the room around you with this new sense of creative potential, of whatever it is that you're seeking more creativity in, and carry this energy, this frequency into whatever it is that you have planned. You might journal, you might go doodle on a drawing pad or something, or however it is that you like to go and create. So I leave you to that. Thank you so much for taking this time to tap into the energy of creativity and continue exploring and meditating with us. There's more daily live meditations at our Roundglass app, or you can find us on roundglass.com. Thank you so much for joining with me today. My name is Chong, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.